What are mixed movements? Let us meet Ibrahim, Rina, and Patrice. In this bus, who are they? Impossible to know at this moment. Potential refugees, victims of trafficking, victims of aggravated smuggling, tourists, economic migrants. Ibrahim is a student who dreams of becoming a doctor and has decided to leave his small town in a stable locality, but in a poor country that offers little prospect for his future. But he ends up in an ambush at the border by armed men who seized all his savings. He was kidnapped and held prisoner, but he manages to escape from the violence. Luckily, his journey leads him to a local community leader who refers him to a migrant reception centre. Who is Ibrahim? Ibrahim is an economic migrant seeking opportunities to pursue education and improve his living conditions. Rina and her children Musa and Hassan have fled their home country. The security situation was disastrous. They were confronted with war. She is looking for a host country where she could seek asylum and finally find security and give her children a better life. She is thinking of going to Libya, but the routes to Libya may expose them to abuses. They are not prepared to be separated, raped, or tortured. Rina and her family believe that if they finally make it to Libya, they may end up in prison or in forced slavery. Fortunately, when they crossed the border into a neighbouring country, luck smiled at them. They met a kind person who warned them about the risks they might encounter and directed them to the National Commission for Refugees. Rina and her children went through the different stages of the asylum process and are cared for by the authorities, their partners, and the host community. They were provided accommodation and the children are attending school. Who is Rina? Rina is a refugee. She fears for her life, her safety, her freedom, and that of her children in her home country. Rina cannot return to her country of origin. She needs to be granted asylum by her host country to ensure that she is not deported back to her country of origin. This would enable her to return to a normal life in safety and dignity. Patrice is a tailor. He lived in a village in his country. One night, rebels attacked his village. Some villagers managed to escape and reach the border. Patrice preferred to join his family in the capital rather than risk his life on the dangerous journey. He could end up finding himself alone and destitute in a foreign country. Patrice approached an NGO that gave him advice and guidance. At the capital city, he was able to find his sister and a new job. With a deteriorating security situation in the country, Patrice no longer had many clients, and the price of fabric was increasing. While in front of his workshop, Patrice witnessed buses transporting immigrants every day. Patrice had several doubts whether he should try going to Europe too and risk becoming an illegal immigrant or risk being exploited like his cousin Etienne. Would he succeed, like his friend Michel, in developing an economic activity once in Europe to support himself? Should he embark on this perilous journey like his neighbour Ali, who has since disappeared, to finally find his sweetheart? Would he end up sweeping the streets in a European city? Or will he end up on the street? Or, on the contrary, will he be welcomed? One day, he would board Rina and Ibrahim's bus to reach the north of the country and eventually cross the border to a neighbouring country to work on a plantation. Who is Patrice? Patrice is an internally displaced person due to conflict. Some internally displaced persons may be led to join mixed movements to other countries. Patrice, Rina and Ibrahim have different statuses, but travel together along the same routes. They are in mixed movements and are exposed to the same protection risks. It is up to the authorities to distinguish the statuses and refer them to the appropriate entities. For more information on the rights and obligations of Ibrahim, Rina and Patrice, please visit the websites of the UNHCR and other key actors of mixed movements around you.